Greetings, Butterfly Tribe, and welcome to Daily Dose of Truth, which will be coming from Romans, the 6th chapter, starting at verse 9. It is written, knowing that Messiah, having been raised from the dead, dies no more, death no longer rules over him. For in that he died to sin once for all. But in that he lives to the Most High. So you also reckon yourselves to be dead, indeed to sin, but alive to the Most High in MESSIAH YAHUSHA, our Master. Therefore, do not let sin reign in your mortal body, to obey it in its desires. May Yahuwah add a blessing to the readers, hearers, and doers of his set-apart word. So Messiah came for us. He came to show death that death could not reign over him. So when Messiah was born, he was born mortal, just like you and me, meaning that his purpose for coming was to die. He came to die and live again. He came to put death in its place. He came to show death that he now rules over life and death has no power over him. He was given this power and authority by his Father, the Most High. And it says, having been raised from the dead, he dies no more. Death no longer rules over him. When Yahusha went down into the grave and preached to the dead, it says it put him out. They wanted him to leave. He exercised his power down there. And when he rose again, he put death in its place. You see, death was the weakness of man. When Adam was born, when Adam was created to be immortal. When Adam sinned, the penalty of his sin was death. So Adam then transformed or conformed to be mortal. Well, the Messiah was born mortal. But through his death, through his life, death, and resurrection, he became immortal. He died to sin once, to live forever for his Father. And us too, being dead to our sin, should live our lives unto the Most High. It says, therefore, do not let sin reign or in your mortal body, to obey it in its desires. Man cannot serve two masters. It said, the Bible says you will either hate one and love the other. You will follow one and you'll go against another. You can't serve two masters. You have to pick a side. You can't straddle the fence anymore. You have to choose. Am I going to be obedient to Yahuwah, or am I going to be obedient to sin? Whatever you choose is your master. So when you choose Yahuwah to be your master, to reign over your life, then you need to die to sin. You need to let sin know that it no longer has control over your mortal body. But when you give in to sin, sin is now who you serve. I think we as humanity have a hard time understanding that when you allow yourself to give in to that sin, you allowed sin to be stronger than your will, than who you are. But when you're obedient to Yahuwah, he strengthens you. You grow, you flourish. Yes, you go through trials and you go through temptations from the enemy. The enemy is trying to prove to you that he is stronger. And in your daily walk, you must prove to him, prove to the enemy and all his minions, all the things and people he worked through, that he no longer controls you. that you work under the authority of the Ruach HaKodesh, the set-apart spirit of truth and righteousness. And there's nothing more powerful than the Spirit of the Most High. I hope you have enjoyed today's